Hello guys and welcome to another guide. Today we're going to talk about Subtlety Rogue in Mythic Plus and have a look at some of the ways that Subtlety Rogues are performing really well. Currently they are simming super good according to the sims that I've been able to pull out of the Sub-Rogue discords from the Good Theory Crafter. They are PTR sims and should also be taken with a grain of salt. I know as a rogue here have gotten a lot of changes, a lot of buffs as well, and they are also looking mighty fine. But right now here, let's take a look at some of these sub-rogue benefits. Some of the benefits that sub-rogues have are just like Asa, they're amazing priority target, and they also bring quite a lot of funnel damage. One of the benefits that Sub-Rogue have is the ability to switch between funnel damage and single target, or funnel damage and cleave, with the switch of Black Powder and Eviscerate. There's a point where you want to use Black Powder for just more pure damage. Other than that, we are bringing incredibly high burst and a super fun playstyle. On top of that, we are also going to be high inverse, which is going to quite significantly increase our survivability in keys. Now with that, we are also bringing some AoE stuffs for some ease of skipping. So let's see if Sub-Rogue isn't gonna have their place in the Mythic Plus roster. I doubt it will be meta, but it's definitely gonna be a lot of fun.
So if you too are a fellow rogue connoisseur and subtlety enjoyer, and like me are looking forward to drinking some refreshing thistle tea here in the new season of Mythic Plus, I urge you to like the video, hit the subscribe button, and tell me in the comments how ridiculous this little skit is. Also, I'll be happy to catch you over in the live stream where we'll do more really dumb stuff like this one. Cheers. Jesus.
So let's start off with the talents. The basics. And this year is looking a bit different from your usual Trickster Sub-Rogue here. You can also play the raid build. Right now, this talents here set is based on that. You are having the new 4-piece set. It is still working just fine with the current 4-piece set. But you would also see some sims that tells you to take lethality and cold blood with this current build here. This year, however, feels so much nicer for Mythic Plus in that the fact that we are not going to have as many energy issues and we're not supposed to time our dances and have a very coordinated tank that pulls on cooldowns and stuff like that. So this one here is definitely looking to be a lot more fun in Mythic Plus. Some of the changes that we are going to go for is that we're not going to take the run, and we are obviously not taking cold blood and lethality as mentioned before. We are, however, going for planned execution, and we are going for Shuriken Tornado, something that we haven't been playing in quite a while. However, Shuriken Tornado is really nice when it comes to having the out of combat or out of dance, quickly refilling up, getting a lot of finishes out, and therefore a lot of CDR. Other than that, the talents remain pretty box standard subtlety. I'll tell you a bit about some of the more important choices. Dance Makar, stacking buff depending on how many different abilities we use within Shadow Dance. We have Dark Shadow, which increases our damage by a lot. We have Finality, which increases damage of every other finisher. However, this here is not applying to coup de grace as much as you want, because it's only applying the damage increase to the first hit. And not all three. So, kind of a sad thing. Kind of hope this will be fixed. On the class time, we are taking Deeper Stratagem and we are taking Forced Induction as well. We are skipping, however, the known Subtree, the Extra Vanish, and the Subterfuge. Since we won't actually be needing it, we won't be using Vanish as a damage cooldown, and we don't gain much for it as well, since Subterfuge does not apply the damage increase that Dark Shadow does, so no reason to take this. And we are also going to be skipping out on First Dance. Alright, now that we've talked a bit about the talents here, let's take a look at how we are going to gear our dear Subtlety Rogue. So, let's bring up the gear here, and what you are going to go and try and get the first is a 1.5 minute cooldown trinket, because it will line up with your Shadow Blades and your flatulation, and everything is gonna be perfect. Either a 1.5-minute cooldown trinket like Lily of the Eternal Weave, or the fat trinket from the raid, from Fractalis, I believe it's from. And then, other words, there is, you want a trinket. There is also a bunch of good trinkets from the raid. Otherwise, improvised Sephorian Pacemaker is really good. And the trinket from the new dungeon as well is also fairly good from this boss here, Incorporeal Warp Claw. Other than that, we are going to be crafting a few items. Those crafted items are going to be having this one here. Damage and spell deals damage, blah blah, placed on your sockets. Your color of your sockets doesn't matter. It's just a spell school, which has nothing to do with anything. You are still going to be socketing as you would do otherwise. We, of course, have our Rishi wraps, which means the crafted item will not be a cloak. I recommend braces and maybe a piece of jewelry. Also, we are going to go for as much versatility and mastery as we can get our hands off. If we cannot get versatility and mastery, we are going to go in for crit. And we are going to try our very best to completely avoid haste. Our belt here, if for as long as we have it, we will keep mastery on the durable information securing container, which we will yeet out as soon as we get like a myth track item for the belt. And sad as it is not a transmog warclave and a slow offhand. It is a warclave that is just equipped, which I recommend you swap out for a dagger with some good stats, unless you are a gigachat and want to run around with a warclave. Which is what I prefer to do when there's nothing important going on. Or that I just want to pad my item level logs. Yeah. Got 100% tile by item level on Gatwick, and that is totally not cheesed or anything. It's totally not also because I was 700k ahead of the other one. So, that being said here, the tier pieces we want gloves, legs, heads, and chest, because the shoulders have a haste. Alrighty here, so let me try and go over the opener. But first, I will slow the speed a little bit down so we can all keep track of what's going on. Much better. Alright, so we're going to start in stealth here, making sure we have poisons on and tricks of trade on the tank. Then we're going to Shadow Strike into Flatulation, into full combo point Rupture, into our dance symbols and T. We are always going to start dance with a backstep. Make sure we use our trinket at this point here as well. And send a secret technique. After that, we are gonna spam Shadow Strikes for combo point into Eviscerates. And we're gonna keep doing this here. And hopefully, or we really should, especially with the tier piece, get a coup de grace off. It's important we get a coup de grace before our next dance, because we're gonna dance into backstab, into secret technique again. And that is generally how you want to open up all your dances. And then we're gonna backstrap into Eviscerate. Into Eviscerate, again, spam as much as we can. As soon as we are out of the second dance, we are going to be sending our Shuriken Tornado for a lot of extra easy combo point, and then we can just spam some finishes, either Eviscerates or some black powders. And while we're sending the spam here, we're just building up more Shadow Dance stacks and stuff for our next set of burst. And once we start our dance here, make sure we start with backstab into a secret technique for those sweet, sweet Dance Macabre stacks. You want to try and make sure you can use a coup de grace either right before or at least in the very beginning. If you're using it at the very beginning here, you are going to like move your secret technique once ahead in the finisher. So you're going to do backstab, coup de grace, Shadow Strike, secret technique, and then you're going to finish off with Eviscerate for the rest of it. Generally, you want to send black powders out if you have 3 or more find weaknesses up. There is a really good weak aura here to help you keep track of how many targets you have 5 find weaknesses up. Find weaknesses is up on. Speaking start today. It's very late and season starts tomorrow, and we are only going to get 6 hours of sleep. So, yeah, me and my buddy Kevin is ready for a land here tomorrow morning. Anyway, that's a week or four. I'll probably pin it in the comments sometime tomorrow. It can also be found in the Ravenhold Rogue Discord. And yeah, so for the general playstyle of the Rogue here, you want to make sure you are prioritizing prior targets. Even though there is a time where it makes sense for your DPS, overall damage meters will tell you to go Black Powder to do more damage overall. But what the real strength of sub-rogues is the job that they are fulfilling in their single target and prior target and funnel damage. That is absolute insane. If you remember back in the old Shadowlands days, even though you were doing less than tech damage, you were still speeding up the keys as a sub-rogue. So, make sure here you are still hitting eviscerates on big guys, even though Black Powder makes more sense on the damage meters. So, pad your way to DPS in a failed key. It does not matter and nobody cares. Or nobody should care. If they care about pad DPS here, then just go again. Find a new key and enjoy your sub-rogue. I wish all of you sub-rogue connoisseurs the best of luck here in the new season. And I hope to see you all over on the live stream. Thank you very much for watching this very rapidly edited quick guide. Way too late because I was sick for 2 days.